Today we're going to be reviewing the best external monitor that is out there in the market, and that is the Desview OL7 Monitor. Now, full disclaimer, Desview sent this to us back in December, and over the last month and a half we have been testing this on real world projects, and I'm here to give you my verdict. And right off the bat, I'm going to say this: they don't get to see this video, they don't have any input on our thoughts, but we have genuinely loved this monitor using it on our various projects. I'm gonna get the boring stuff out of the way very quickly. It's an external monitor. It has all the amazing tools you're expecting: force color, waveform, zebras. You can load your LUT, you have vector scopes, you have all this amazing stuff. So that is not the reason why this is amazing. There is even a ton more features on top of all of this. This is probably the first or one of the only few OLED external camera monitors on the market, and my god, everything looks good in OLED. If you've ever watched content on an OLED display, oh, visual goodness. If you have almost about any other kind of monitor in your arsenal right now, this will look even way better. The contrast ratio is amazing. It's about 100,000 to 1 contrast ratio. It is so beautiful to look at. The blacks are amazing, the colors are punchy. It just looks good, and that is the benefit of OLED. And like I said, one of the few in the world, and that is the first big selling factor for this. Second thing is the size. This comes in 7 inches, and this is one of those situations where size really does matter, and bigger is better. And this is a side-by-side comparison to a 5-inch monitor. You get just about 2 extra inches, and those 2 inches makes a world of difference in getting your proper framing and nearly your focus. 7 inches is that perfect place where you want to be, especially when you're looking at on-camera external monitors, right? If you are using a director screen, of course, bigger is better, 16 inches, 21 inches. But if you're going to put this on your camera like we run it a good amount of the time, then 7 inches gives you just enough information. And then the screen brightness, oh my god. To give you context, the Blackmagic 4K that we primarily shoot with in the studio can go to about 400 to 500 nits of brightness, which is, good. However, this monitor can go to 1,200 nits of brightness. That's about 3 times as bright as our Blackmagic screen. And the real life benefit to this is if you're shooting outside where it's hot and it's sunny and it's bright and you can't see your camera's display, you will clearly be able to see anything you're shooting thanks to this external monitor. Then the build, of course, it's been beautifully built. I don't think it's metal. I think it's some kind of metal compost where it's like plastic and metal and some stuff, but it looks really, really solid. It's a beautiful piece. The design is nice. It feels very solidly built. The weight is just enough such that it's not too much weight on your camera, and it looks beautiful. Like And of course, there are vents on the side for heat dissipation, so you have no concern about this overheating or shutting down on you whatsoever. And another beautiful thing about design is there are mounting points all around the entire monitor, so you can literally mount it on any side as your art desires. Talking about design as well, power options. They gave us 3 solid options, right? One is you can power it through the D-tap DC in cable, of course, that was included in the box. You can power it through the USB-C port with your power bank or any power source that has USB-C power delivery, or of course you can use the good old MPF that almost every videographer or content creator has at this point, right? And if you're looking at this, you will think you need 2 MPF batteries to power this. However, beautiful design once again. You can power it with just 1 MPF battery, and if you have to, of course, you can power the 2, and on the display you can see how much power you have left on each battery. And another amazing thing on top is you can hot swap the batteries. What does that mean is if you have one battery in here and you're powering the camera and it's about to die, and you put a second battery in, you can pop out the other battery that's about to die and the monitor will not trip off. Another thing I like about design is the inclusion of these 3 function keys, so you can map out any of the tools you use usually to these keys. So you have F1, F2, F3, any shortcut or any menu or assist tools you use on a regular basis, just go and quickly you can get to that very, very quickly. And it comes with a carrying case, and that is really amazing. I don't think I know any other external monitor that comes with a carrying case, and in the carrying case there's a padded space where you can keep your monitor, and there's all the tools you need. Literally, it comes with every cable and everything you need to get this monitor up and running. So with that single case, you have a carrying case, you have all your tools in one beautifully padded case. Amazing stuff. I think cases are underrated, but when you use it on day-to-day, you appreciate the case. As amazing as this external monitor is, there are two things that I'm not too much of a fan of. And the first thing is the menu system. Oh my god. It's like the monitor was made in 2050 and the menu was made in 1800s. It's worlds apart, right? It doesn't look good. It's not super intuitive. It's just very clunky to set up. However, beautiful thing is you don't have to deal with the menu all the time. So once you set up your monitor the first, second time, you typically should be good. Beautiful thing is though, you have 3 function keys that you can map anything you want to, so you might be able to bypass having to go into the menu all the time. But you know, if that menu comes up, you're gonna feel it that not great. Second thing is there's no camera control. For a monitor as premium as this, I would expect some sort of camera control. Now with that said, you know, I think all in all, I think it's a beautiful piece of hardware that you should have in your kit. Now, there are 3 things that are not pros, they are not cons, they're just things to note about it, right? First thing is, this is not an external recorder, it is just an external monitor. It doesn't record anything. The USB-C port that is there and the USB-C flash drive that was included is just to transfer lots from your computer into the external monitor. You cannot record anything on this. So if you want an external recorder, you want to look somewhere else. Also, this does not have the SDI connection. It's just HDMI in and HDMI out. So if you're running cameras that don't have HDMI, or if you're running a broadcast system where SDI is really important, then again, you want to look somewhere else. And then the cost. This goes for about 329 USD at the time of this recording, which is not cheap, but it's not the most expensive external monitor out there. And honestly, for the amount of features built into this, for the build quality, for the quality of the display, I think this is one of the best $320 you can spend on anything if you are improving your arsenal as a videographer or as a content creator. So we highly recommend this. Like I said, although it was sent to us, we've used this again and again and again, and this has become our go-to monitor for everything we'll do in the studio, and we absolutely love it. And if you would like to pick one up, we'll leave some links in the description where you can pick one up for yourself. And till we come your way next time, have a wonderful one.